Hello and welcome to a new video here from Kuala Lumpur. It is so unbelievably hot today. It's 36 degrees Celsius. Feels like 41 according to Google, but we're still, pushing on. This is Brickfields, a place that I definitely want to show on this channel because it's really, really cool. This is basically the epicenter of everything Indian here in KL. You can see all these restaurants on the other side of the street. You see they have their names in English and also in Tamil. And that's because the Indian population here in KL is originally from the state of Tamil Nadu. Just on the other side of the street is a place called Kingfisher. As you guys might know, Kingfisher was an airline in India that went bankrupt, but it's also a brewery, so they produce beer. How cool is that? There's also a lot of skyscrapers in this area. There's a Tamil temple or something. Vivekananda Ashrama, Kuala Lumpur. I'm not sure what that is, but it's definitely something Tamil as well. And then if you look over there, you can barely see it, but the Merdeka 118, there it is throning over this area. Of course, it's around Chinatown, and we're not too far away. This is near KL Sentral, so the train station is also really close here. I love that they provide infrastructure to cross the street safely. This, of course, is an overpass, and maybe we'll get a nice view from up here. And indeed, that is very, very nice. Lovely view. Menara Shell, so this is probably the headquarters of the Shell company here in Malaysia. And then over here is the rest of Brickfields. It's to the right of me. To the left is the New Star Mall, and underneath it is KL Sentral, the train station. So this is a northern Indian or even a Nepali restaurant. Actually it says Amritsar, so this is not Tamil. Momos, of course, from Nepal originally, I believe. It says Indo-Chinese kitchen. So that restaurant I wouldn't call traditional. There's also a Chinese clinic here. So still, even in Brickfields, it's multicultural. So this would be traditional Tamil food, I suppose. If you guys have an idea, please let me know. But very nice. I've also noticed they eat a lot with their hands and also on banana leaves. A lot of restaurants are called banana leaf restaurants because they serve on banana leaves. Here you got these barriers that will prevent bikes, like motorcycles, from entering the sidewalks. And cars, of course, but it's especially made for bikes, just to let the pedestrians breathe a little bit. That's interesting. There's a very blonde woman on the Raj Unisex Hair Salon banner. This is the hairstyles they do. This restaurant seems to be very popular. Junior Kapana, 1960. So this is probably when it was founded or established here. Very cool. And despite this being a Tamil place, or an Indian Malaysian place, there's still a Malaysian flag. In fact, a lot of them. Very cool. Look how vibey it looks inside. That's awesome. How awesome is that, guys? Jollibee is expanding. Of course, Jollibee is a Filipino brand, and they have some spaghetti, some fried chicken legs, some gravy and rice, and here they are in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. There's some chendol, which is a Malaysian dessert. It's kind of like milky and with some weird things in there. I'm not too sure what it's made of. If you guys have an idea, please let me know. But this is how much it costs. Just 4 ringgit. Under $1. I love that the restaurants here are not all, the same type of food. There's so much variety in Indian food, and you can find it all here. So I guess this is not only a place for the Indian population here, but also for Indian tourists and just everyone who loves Indian food. And I'm definitely that type of person who loves Indian food. I have it quite a lot, and this is definitely the place for me. And look how vibey it looks. These buildings too. These have not really been renovated in a while. Look at this little alleyway here. This is such a vibe. And some street food over here as well. This is what the back alley looks from, these restaurants, or the restaurant street. Once you go into the back of it, this is where the supplies come in, and it's just a really cool place. I guess this is also where some people live, probably on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th floors. And there's a monorail or a KL Transit train that goes past as well. This area, there's just so much happening. It's bustling, it's vibey, it's dynamic, and it's also very multicultural. The people you see here are very much not only Indians. There's a lot of Malays, a lot of Chinese, a lot of Westerners, a lot of hostels around here as well. So a lot of foreigners coming to stay and to eat in this area, and I can totally see why. It's my first time, but it will definitely not be my last time. I'm already in love with this place. There's a lot less happening in this back alley, but look at the colorful buildings in the back. This is definitely something we will need to check out, because I definitely cannot leave without seeing it. Now look at this place here. This is the kitchen for one of the restaurants. Incredible, man. Recently I've been really thinking about going to India. I might have to apply for a visa and fly. I was also thinking about Sri Lanka, so this is something I might do in the future, relatively soon perhaps. We'll see. If you guys are excited to see that on my channel, please subscribe. But these are the colorful houses. This is absolutely stunning. Also, I love how all of Kuala Lumpur is just incredibly safe. There's absolutely nothing to be afraid of in the city. And to be honest, if I was to move to Asia and live in one of these, Southeast Asian countries, it would probably be Malaysia for me, because I'm really enjoying this place a lot. It might not be as spectacular as Thailand or the Philippines, but it feels more like home, if you know what I mean. These are the propane gas tanks from Petronas, a Malaysian company as well, being delivered to this restaurant. I've come out to the other road on the other side of Brickfields, and this is what you can expect here. This is something Chinese. Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of Chinese stuff on the other side of the road. I was just asked by the guy behind me whether I am Indian and whether he can perform a meditation on me, which is definitely something quite interesting. I had to respectfully decline, but yeah, wow. This is a cultural experience, and just 2 days after Thaipusam. Yesterday I watched the parade where they brought the shrine back from the Batu Caves to a KL-based Indian temple. I actually touched the wagon that the shrine was on. It's all made of silver. So cool. Took some videos, took some photos. Yeah, it was such a cool experience. I'm so glad I came during Thaipusam, because this festival is just something else. It's so cool. And look at this. This is a menu at an Indian place here in KL. But you can also see it says Punjabi, so this is definitely not Tamil at all. And guys, this being an Indian majority area does not mean that there are no other cultures or faiths or religions around. Of course, it's still Malaysia. It's still a melting pot, so you're going to find a lot of, Chinese Malaysians, a lot of Malays in the same area. It's just majority Indian. So it doesn't mean it's exclusively for Indians or the segregation or anything. This is just how it is here in Malaysia. Cultures all live together peacefully, and on the metro to get here on the LRT, I actually saw a Malay girl, a young Indian woman, and an older Chinese Malaysian woman all sit together, 3 seats right next to each other, and I think that represents Malaysia the best. Also, if you look closely, the second story features a sari store. Of course, these being traditional Indian clothes, and that woman over here also dressed in a sari. Yeah, and I think honestly the clothes in southern India, in Tamil Nadu, where these people originate from, or their families, their ancestors originate from, are quite different from the clothes in northern India. But I'm not sure exactly how, so that's going to be for me to find out when I hopefully go to India. Also, beautiful dress this, isn't it? But over here, there's a supermarket, and they have or a mini market, I'd rather say. No, it's actually quite big. There seems to be a phone store, another mini market, jewelry. And look how cool that is. This is a space hotel, and they have capsules over there. Obviously, this is not where your guests will be sleeping, but this is just a reception area. But I guess this is what you get if you book here. I've actually stayed in 2 hotels like that, but not in Asia, sadly. Maybe I should try that out. Look at that. Very different vibes here. The City Central Hotel and the St. Regis. Yeah, a slight bit different, I'd say. But very cool that you can have, 2 completely different hotels, completely different price categories, so close to each other. Only in Malaysia. Guys, I'm now leaving Brickfields and I'm going towards Chinatown. And with that, I'm going to end this video, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you all very, very soon from the next one here in Kuala Lumpur. Bye for now.